Well, welcome back to Bill's Sick Room. We're in Boston and I've actually found some fish. So it's the Boston New England Aquarium, so let's go and see what's inside. So Boston New England Aquarium, so when you first walk in, they've got one of these touch pools there. So this has got some sharks in there and some rays. So this is Steph's new pet. So we spent quite a lot of time there. She was waiting for it to come past there, stroking it. Fortunately, it won't fit in the suitcase, so we can't take it home. But yeah, the sharks, they were really rough, but the rays were really soft, which was quite amazing, really. Yeah, so the day that we come, it's coming up to Memorial Weekend. This is the Thursday, and there was quite a lot of school trips, so the aquarium itself was really busy. So what they have, it's like a massive cylinder tank they have in the middle, with a staircase, a winding staircase going up, so it's about 3 stories high. So they have that, and then around the outside of it they have all the exhibits, but with sort of profiling all the different ecosystems that they have. So they also have quite a lot of native fish to New England. I didn't actually get any footage of that. With the school parties, they were all hugging those tanks. So yeah, this is just some of the exhibits on the going around the outside. So as well as fish, they also have some other animals. So these are some penguins, and they also had some sea lions. So you have the penguins, quite a big pool that they've got, quite a lot of penguins in there. So these ones are just chilling, just waiting to be fed. There's a group of them with the trainer. So he's actually feeding them all individually, and he had a chart where he was marking down which ones were feeding and which ones weren't. So I don't know whether you can make it out, but each of the penguins, it's got a little tag on its wing, so that you can identify them. So here he is, here's Nemo. I found Nemo. Yeah, this tank, it was a lot of the anemones, and obviously with the clownfish as well, and some butterfly fish. So I did have a marine tank for about 5 years, many years ago, and I did keep quite a large selection actually over the years of all different fish, but my memory of them isn't what it was. So I've tried to get some footage of what's actually in the aquariums as I go along, just in case I forget. So this was one of my favourites. I actually did have one of these. So this is the lionfish, but these ones were massive. They were about 18 inches in size, but really impressive with all the flowing fins. But I know they do have a problem with the lionfish off the coast of Florida, where people have let them into the sea, so they're not actually from there, and they have sort of took over a lot of the inhabitants along the coral reef down Florida, like down by Miami. So this is a stonefish. It took me quite a while to spot this, to be perfectly fair. But yeah, these are venomous as well. So yeah, they just sit on the bottom, look like a stone. And yeah, so if you come along and stand on it, it's not a good feeling. So these are bannerfish, so quite a big group of bannerfish they had. And this was my all-time favourite fish, the emperor angelfish. So the coloration on these are fantastic. And the amazing thing with them is, if you see a juvenile, the juveniles look completely different. The juveniles are blue with the white circles on them, and then as they mature, they get that fantastic coloration of the yellow and the blue stripes. So yeah, I was amazed with this tank. This tank must have been about, what, 10 foot high and I don't know, maybe 30 foot across. It was massive. The amount of fish that they had in here was fantastic. So yeah, somebody asked me a couple of months ago if I could have any fish tank, what would it be? But imagine having this in your living room. You wouldn't fancy doing the maintenance on it though. Yeah, Picasso triggerfish. The patterns on these are fantastic. You can see why it's called the Picasso. Yeah, powder blue tang. I was actually standing here quite a while. There's the powder blue tank. I was standing here quite a while, just watching it, and you got all the school party kids all trying to get a look in. Yeah. So this was another one that I actually kept, the Flame Angel. That I was always fascinated with these, the vivid coloration, and you can see in this massive aquarium with all the different fish, it doesn't half stand out. Like orange, reds, yellows, there's a bit of blue in there as well. It's fantastic. So the public aquariums do really well actually, like displaying like all the fish that you do have in the coral reefs. And what they've also got in the one in Boston, they actually do have displays there of native fish as well, so all the fish that you can find off the coast of New England. I didn't actually get much footage, or any footage of that. Going back to this other tank, so here's me standing in front of it, just to give you some sort of sense of how big it is. Like, it was massive. This is the big tank in the centre again, so this is one of the keepers, like just going around feeding. So yeah, some of the fish in here, like monster fish, like, I mean, even these ones, if you see them in any of the fish shops, and they might be 3 or 4 inches, 5 inches, but obviously when they're full grown, they're so impressive. There is a sea dragon, so these are related to the seahorses, obviously. But yeah, they just look alien, these ones. Yeah, and these like little jellyfish, but they're like sort of glowing, so that these like really look like aliens. Yeah, so this is what they were. This fish, you should have seen the size of this one. This must have been like 3 or 4 foot in size. It was so so massive. It was hard to get your head round. Yeah, so this is what it is with a little bit of information on it. And then that big tank that's in the centre of it, this is what it looks like from above. So anyway, hope you're enjoying having a look at what they've got in the New England Aquarium. And I actually did get some more footage, so I'll put a part 2 up in a couple of days' time and see whether we found any cichlids, which is what we came for.